do you get hooked?
How do you get hooked? You've only got to do it once.
It's cheap thrills on two wheels. It's cheap, it's a lot of fun. You feel as though you are racing, you feel as though you're going to die, but you know you're not going to die. It's that kind of thrill that you get with motorcycle racing without the extreme expense.
I finally got there, like, it's good fun, gives you a great buzz.
Is this the best you've done?
Yeah, well, it's my first race.
First race?
Ah, it's my first race, first never been, no lie. Tellish. Man's buzzing. Let me go.
Well, I started off by watching Minimoto racing at Deeside in Wales, and we had to go on some association bikes, and I realised that I enjoyed the sport, so I took it up at the beginning of the season. When you get used to the bike, it feels very safe, but on your first time out, because the bike's so small, it feels a bit unbalanced and you don't feel so safe. This is a standard bike. The standard modified, which is the next bike up from this. There's a same CC engine, different carburettor. They can have different exhaust pipes. And the super modified, which are water cooled or air cooled, those are the Polini's GRCs and ZPF, and those are the fast bikes. And there's sidecar bikes as well.
Press and torque.
Press and torque.
Riders for the briefing, please. Can I have all the riders for a briefing, please?
The race order as usual, standard, modified, sidecar, super. At the end of the day, after the 5 races, we're going to run an extra race. I don't think we've got enough Scottish lads on standard bikes, have we? To run a separate meeting, no separate race with standards? Standards, how do we fix with 6? 6 or 8?
8.
8.
14.
Sidecars, 4. We said 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
A definite 8 for standard.
Definite 8 for standard and modified. Okay, so we've got 12 contenders from Scotland. We want 12 contenders from England, plus the Irish, plus the Italians. They can run separately if they want. So it's an international race meeting.
We can afford water-cooled motors. We've got wives, families, kids, mortgage, the works. So literally we make everything we can, including things like the hub here. What that actually is, if you'll have seen the other bikes, the water-cools, they've only got one disc on the front. Now what we want is a disc on the back as well as on the front to give us stability for braking. Now you can't buy a piece of equipment like this because there's just nothing made, so we had the option, either machine one out of solid billet, or we chose a slightly different method. Collected a load of scrap aluminium, 2 bags of barbecue charcoal, a couple of old tin cans, a thinners can, 2 baked bean cans, lit the lot in the garden, boiled the aluminium down, and whoosh, in we went. Having cast that lot after 2 hours waiting for the aluminium to melt, 4 hours machining work, we got ourselves a back hub. Total cost, 2 bags of charcoal, about £5.
Well, when you consider you're about an inch off the ground, it's you might not be going that fast, but it feels like it.
The championship's closed up on the superclass. The modifieds is going to be a chance for other lads with faster bikes to catch up. And the standards, there's one of the top lads is not here today, so it gives all the other lads a chance to catch up. So a lot of people are expecting a lot from today.
The cheaper it is, the more people can compete, and that's the way we want it. Like, we're not in it to make £1 million next week. We just want everybody to come and enjoy themselves, and that's what Minimoto race is all about. It's sheer enjoyment. You can stand here, you can see the whole track.
First within the British lads after falling off, and the lad I'm dicing with in the championship, he broke down, so really pleased, really needed them points. Excellent.
If you go to a small circuit and you take a standard bike, and for the first time you go out, you think, I can't do this, it's impossible. Half an hour later, you're into it, and your body starts to shape up, you start to loosen up, you start to learn how you're going to move about. And even I, at the age of, well, nearly 40, I've got to do it and do it quite well. Well, the first bike I ever built was built basically for nothing. I had to borrow wheels off somebody, but I'd say the total cost of a bike, if you build it from spares, would be about £250. You can't get away from the fact you've got to buy the wheels and tyres. The rest of it you can probably make up on your own, but the wheels and tyres come from Italy, so £250 would be the rock bottom price. It's actually cheaper to go out and buy a tatty second-hand bike and put some paint on it. I think if you look across my shoulder at some of the ZPFs, the top-line ZPFs, I would imagine that your top-line figure would be £2,000. Which isn't bad considering the performance they're getting out of it.
This is a GRC, as you can see. There's not many of them around at the moment. The same motor as all the other supers are running. Liquid cooled, 2-stroke reed valve. They're getting pretty quick now. They're all evenly matched near enough. So the racing's getting pretty interesting.
If I had 1 actual gallon of petrol left in the whole wide world, and our mini bike, it would go straight in the tank and I'd run it round until it went dry.
What would you do with it?
Fuel 12 of these supers and go racing, because you'd get a good 12 laps out of it.
I'm afraid the super class is out at the moment.
You've got to go?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
Can't miss.
I know how it's grown.